pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So following the incompletion here. He'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So two incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Drill green. Green Jackson.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, 27 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
An 8. And Stroud now to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Mills completing it to the right side. Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch. To throw, Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go, set. Black Ultra. White. Red. Cycle.
Singletary. They'll run for it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Right, 97. 6, 7.
Play action. Here's Stroud sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Stroud on 3rd down now. And the Raiders have got him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They find some open field here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Eagle Blue.
Stroud now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
560.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
They should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Taking it about the 36. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 2. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Las Vegas. Here we go.
Back to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Julio Jones, 30 yards. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Adams, the man in motion left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He hits Adams complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 42-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Field flat.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams from 17 yards out. And the Raiders extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On the ball.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Ready?
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
At the Raiders' 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stroud working out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud. So
they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the 2nd half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Caught left side by Mechie.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
1st and 10. It's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Score, Raiders 56, Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
22 middle. Blue striker.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Jacobs going to try the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Counter play with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Raiders 63, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Ball's red. Ready?
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10 as this complete to Woods. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Stroud now on 2nd down. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.